this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Green Bay Packers. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Let's go, D. Mike 56. Mike 60 Eagles.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Off play action. Swanson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Next to score, Packers 7, Washington 0. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Swanson, and that is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and short.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Swanson. He'll drop this down to Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Operating from the gun, Swanson. That's caught by Jackson. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off the play fake, Swanson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. They'll run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Packers 7, Washington nothing.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Swanson. Touchdown, Packers. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. A good good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go play action with Burrow. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Washington.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
30-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Off play action. Swanson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Off the play fake. Swanson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's complete right around the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Cook, the ball carrier.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try again with Cook. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Packers 14, Washington 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Well, the second down throw on target, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. The 20. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
Check, lefty.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Jackson now to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
They set the kickoff.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And that one will fall incomplete.
Burrow's pass.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It's now
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
The 10-yard line.
And Burrow going to throw again.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. Fences.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Brady Jarrett on the stop.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Gain of 13 yards. And a Washington first down.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
On the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked it.
Now Burrow loses the football, and the Packers pick it up. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Don't get nervous.
Following the fumble recovery, Swanson going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Sets up first.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington has retaken the lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action? I
think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Swanson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Off play action. Swanson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 6-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 51 yards on the ground.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They run. Cook. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down. It's Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Dalvin Cook taking it in. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Swanson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Number 81.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Give to Cook out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of
back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. To throw on 2nd down, Swanson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Swanson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
That's good.
It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 53 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Off play action. Swanson. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Steps away to his left. He's got a 1st down past the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They run it again with Cook. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Again, it's Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29.
21.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
1-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
6-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Today's finals, Washington 50.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, It's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.